Now we're going to visit Dan Zugelter in Florida, where Dan gets to experience his idea of heaven every day in his own train room.
Wouldn't it be great to take a ride in a time capsule to see what the old steam engine days were really like, if only for a day? Right now, that's still the stuff of science fiction. But Dan Zugelter can still take us for a ride into the past. He can recreate an entire day. The year is 1938. The country is caught in the grips of the Great Depression. The location? Hinton, West Virginia, on the western base of the Allegheny Mountains. It was a critical time and place for the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad Company.
Hinton was a very busy place because in the days of steam, every engine and every crew was changed in Hinton. In other words, what they had to do was put bigger, heavier engines on the trains going over the mountains as compared to the New River subdivision, which they could use smaller, more efficient engines. So it was a very busy place. In fact, about 75 to 100 trains and crews changed hands every day in Hinton. So it made a neat place for a model railroad.
All the engines, cars, and structures in this layout are authentic because they're based on original plans that were saved by the C&O Historical Society in Clinton Forge, Virginia. In fact, it was through this historical society that Dan found the steam engine design that would fuel his modeling dreams for many years to come.
I guess I was first attracted to the headlights on the C&O engines, which were down low as opposed to most other railroads, and I thought that was a very cool look. The Chesapeake and Ohio was very profitable, and the employees took great interest in their equipment. Everything was spit and polished, and I liked that look a lot. And of course, that was the best job in West Virginia in those days, was working for the railroad.
In the 1930s, the C&O Railroad began building larger engines to pull bigger, heavier trains. They had to be powerful enough to haul coal from the mining towns over the mountains to the big cities. But the existing tunnels couldn't accommodate engines that had bulky air pumps on their sides. That's why C&O installed boilers on the front of the engines, forcing the headlights to take a lower position. Even after upgrading the entire railroad throughout the 1930s, C&O kept the low headlight design as a kind of trademark look.
And then just one more touch, the feed water heaters were also mounted above the front of the engine. So you had what is fondly known maybe as a Georgian look, if you can call a steam engine Georgian.
Dan runs the layout almost every day and sometimes has operating sessions with friends. The train room was especially built with coving to avoid the appearance of hard corners in the walls and ceilings. Although Dan doesn't consider himself to be a true collector, he's proud of the overall realistic look and authenticity of his layout, especially the lighting.
The lighting in the room is over the aisleways, and I like it because it gives us nice light on both sides of the aisles on the layout. Many modelers put their lighting behind a valance, which I think disrupts the view of the railroad a little bit. So I've been very happy with this. Now these lights are also tied in to our fast clock.
The fast clock enables Dan to simulate a 24-hour period in only 1 to 4 hours, depending on the settings. During the daytime hours, the layout is lit brightly, as if it's a sunny day. But as evening draws on, those bright sunlights go down, and the dim lights of buildings, streets, and engines come up. In the softness of twilight, the muted colors of reds and golds simulate a sunset on the horizon. And at night, you can almost reach out and touch the stars, which are cleverly hidden Christmas tree lights located behind the coving. In just 4 hours, you can experience a whole day on the C&O Railroad in the steamy summer of 1938.